So this is update number 4? I'm pretty sure it's number 4. So I said in the last one that I probably should update you every month on how I'm doing in regards to my epidermis. If you're out of the loop on what's going on, just watch the other all the other update videos. That'll get you caught up, because I don't want to explain it all over again. So yeah, it's currently 8 weeks or 2 months into the injection I started. It's called Dupixent, and it's been good. In the last update I said it was a game changer, although I did say there was still some problems in regards to, itchy sometimes. Still pretty darn red like a tomato, I think I mentioned. And it's roughly been the same in the last month since then, so that's kind of, I guess it's disappointing to say that there hasn't been improvement in about 4 weeks. But, I don't know. I guess I'm still hopeful because they do say that you need to wait up to 4 months or 16 weeks to, see maximum effectiveness, because this is an injection, so it takes a while for your body to absorb the liquid that gets in. That's why they say like 4 months. It's not the same for everyone though. So it very well could be that whatever improvement I saw in the first 2 to 3 weeks, it's all I'm gonna see. I obviously hope it's not the case, but even if it does stay like that, I guess I guess I would be a little disappointed, but again, you have to remember where I was like 2 months ago, on the verge of just throw me off a cliff, etc. I don't have that feeling anymore. I'm not like bleeding 24/7. Skin isn't like falling apart like it was before. Again, there is still some itching, etc. Just not debilitating. So I guess that's all I can, best I can hope for, given how the previous two years have been. Let's on my skin, how am I? I guess I'm alright. I think there was a correlation between mental state and physical state. So because I'm doing better, obviously I'm not having depressing feelings all the time. Being sad all the time. Feeling like there's never light at the end of the tunnel. So I guess it's okay. I wouldn't say I'm like happy, go lucky all the time, as much as I'd like that to be the case. I'm still looking to, I don't know, do some things now that I have the ability to do that, Because again, even though COVID has technically forced you to not go out, the condition put me in a place where even if COVID didn't exist, I probably would be homebound. Probably would have been homebound like the last 1.5 years. And it's still not opening up in Canada. It's so slow. The cases are going down, but government, so they really are playing it safe this time. Like, it's still kind of lockdown-ish, so there isn't really a place to go out per se. But I'd like to do that now that I have the freedom to. I think that would definitely improve my spirits a little more. Again, I wouldn't say I'm happy-go-lucky, but I'm definitely not sad all the time. Saw a question up there earlier as well. What track record does Dupixent have? It's pretty good. It's not 100% though. That's why I was worried before starting, because I tried a lot of other medication, like I mentioned before in the trial. The track record of this trial medication from a year ago, 80% of people improved massively. And unfortunately, I was not part of that 80. Well, it looked like I was in the first month, but then it stopped. So unfortunately, yeah, had to stop because it wasn't working out. And as long as this doesn't get worse, like, again, I guess I'm okay. I'll take it. I just don't want it to, like, stop in terms of affecting this a few months in. Luckily, we're already past that, like, 1 to 2 month mark that the other medications started failing. It hasn't really let up, although I have been flaring up a little bit at times. It hasn't been a straight line, so when I say I'm about the same as last month, like, it doesn't mean every day is the same. There are some better days, some worse days. There's been a few days where, like, yeah, I've just had a lot of red, raised, itchy spots. I think it may have to do with what I've been eating. I said a lot of times that food didn't affect it, but what I mean by that is that not avoiding certain foods, doesn't make it better, but eating certain foods can make it worse. So there's no win in that. I can cut on my diet all I want, and things will be the same. But if I do eat the wrong thing, it could get worse. It just can't get better by avoiding something. I haven't confirmed it fully, but I think I have a very low spice tolerance in terms of it affecting my skin / flare-ups. Because, like, yeah, for a few days before this recent mini flare, I did have a couple spicy things for a couple days in a row. It wasn't, like, super spicy, like ghost pepper scale, but mildly to moderate. Probably was a mistake. In the few days since then, I guess it's gone a little better. So, just that leads me to assume that, yeah, spicy stuff, no good. With my condition, do I have the ability to take the vax? Yes. A lot of people with eczema have taken the vaccine and no problems with it. There may be some minority, a super small minority, that has side effects in terms of flare-ups, but I think I'll be okay. Like, given the medication I'm on, there haven't been any issues regarding that as well. As for whether I've taken it, I have an appointment. I haven't taken it yet, but I will get it soon. And yeah, I think that's all I got to say for this month's update. So, there's actually been a few new developments in terms of the status of my skin since the last time I talked about it 4 days ago. Shit's pretty gnarly, so let me show you what's up. In the last few days, I've had these bubbles appear on my arm. So this is something I've had before, not like to this extent though. Normally it's on the hands and the feet area. It's dyshidrotic eczema. I've never heard of it on the arm though, but it started growing, like, yeah, pretty massively. This giant cluster in the last couple days or so. This was not the here when I last talked about the update a few days ago. So before this actually appeared, my arm was entirely sore, like from the shoulder down, which was really weird. It preceded this. It's still sore right now. And it's not just in this little cluster. There's like a lot more. It is scattered across my arm and a bit on the hand and the palm, which is going to be kind of annoying because, you know, if it touches, it is sore to the touch, so obviously I don't want to touch it, otherwise it'll hurt a little bit. But, you know, I kind of have to hold the mouse, so there's a couple bubbles in the way. If any doctors are here, if they can confirm this is indeed dyshidrosis, because I haven't gone to a doctor yet. I may, depending on if it gets worse in the next few days. By the way, this was yesterday. It's grown today. Notice how now it's much more swollen. It's oozing a little bit. It's not itchy, luckily. It's just extremely sore, especially to the touch. So again, it's not the worst thing in the world. I would literally take this 1,000 out of 100 times, like, versus whatever I had in February. so don't feel too bad. It's more of an annoyance, I would say, until it gets itchy, which it has actually been a little itchy as of the last hour, but aside from that, it's not itching. It's just making my arm really sore. Like, it's not bad because it's only on that little cluster and a bit more scattered across the arm. If it was like full body, then yeah, I'd be literally jumping off a cliff. But the fact that it's only in one place, it's really not. It's not really too big a deal. Obviously, if it persists, then yes, it will become a bigger deal. It hurts when anything touches it, so I have to avoid making contact again, which is really hard because it's on my palm-ish, so, you know, I kind of have to move the mouse to play this game. Luckily, this game isn't too, intensive, so I don't, like, I can purposely avoid not having it touch, as long as I don't hardcore this game. So, like, because it's oozing, I feel like it's on its way down, but time can only tell. I don't know how it's gonna be tomorrow, but hopefully it simmers down. Again, I've had this before, like, it's been all over my hands at many points, but not to this extent where it's so clustered and it's, you know, so large. They're usually much, much smaller and less red, more clear.